All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Dr. Stone, Season 4, Episode 31.
They built a dam!
They built a dam!
How?
It was already done.
Yeah!
Two things that hold water, and I was like, well, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking like, they're not gonna build a hydroelectric dam. That's way
there's
too
no
much
way.
time. It's gonna be,
No, it's done.
I literally had my like jaw-dropping One Piece Dr. Stone, eyes bulging out of my head.
Yep,
What?
yep.
What? You're kidding me.
And the thing is, that's not the most ridiculous feat that has been undertaken or is going to be undertaken.
Nope.
And it's not even the rocket going to space.
Nope.
It's whatever Chrome and Suika are doing to be like, hey, you know that thing Senku said of like, there's no way we can get back? You know, you'll just have to come pick us up. We're actually going to change that. And maybe with their math and geometry and algebra lessons or whatever with Sai, they'll be able
to learn enough from Zeno to be able to do
realize
something in the next decade,
Well,
you know?
or just to be able to understand that rocket science is very precise, and so you can't just like be like, hey, surprise, surprise, we're gonna change something about the rocket last minute. That doesn't work.
I have no idea, but
Like-
I will never doubt these crazy human beings' capacity to learn and absorb things.
And it is probably
and
going
adapt
to be
and overcome.
some crazy, ridiculous, real-world thing that we're gonna learn about and be like, wait, holy shit, that's real? That's how physics works? Wait, what? Yeah.
Yeah, but y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh yeah. Yep. Yep, and it catches the friction, the current, and everything, and making a ton of electricity.
So much. Yes, just a bit better.
Ah, here we go.
Yep, and food.
Yes. Orientation.
Yep.
A lot has happened.
That is a very well simplified way to do it. Yeah.
I thought it'd be government, but entertainment media is even better.
That's
Wait. Right.
Indeed.
Here we go. Yeah, I knew it. This will be the next problem. Your city is in disorder. Give them some entertainment.
Yes, exactly. This show really is just a
civilization.
Sim game. Yeah.
No, you're not. Oh my god, calm down, Ryusui. Maybe we do need to send you to the moon.
I like this track.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, it reminds me of Mass
we got
Effect.
a TV.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Cool. Wow.
None.
Channels? You tell me you have to... Wait.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an infomercial.
Wait, what?
A gaming console?
Oh, that would be
We're gonna have the largest fake Nintendo.
Yeah.
Please do not.
They're just bringing a whole ass computer. Holy shit. Because they need the computer for the moon mission anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have just
Bump that
Dragon
fist.
Quest constantly being played from the screen, you know?
Yep. Or just one of the Final Fantasies where they go to the moon. 10,000.
Wow. That's incredible.
Kilobits.
That is amazing. No, actually, that made things actually a lot simpler to understand. Yeah! Wow!
Wow. Make a retro game for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Now that's proper old school, yeah. Here we go! He's gonna be beaming with joy. Tapping all that electricity.
Yep.
Tetris. Oh my gosh.
Falling stone. Nice.
Yep. The best game ever invented.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Incredible.
Actually seeing DX Ball being like represented here, because it's basically just single player Pong, you know, but like
Playing chess.
yeah, because you wanted to learn, you know. Well, I concede. Wow. Wow.
人類 VS コンピューター、
Mhm.
世紀の一戦、伝説の36手目 AI は明らかにクイーンで切り込むべき盤面 AI ディープブルーは
Whoa.
そしてただのポーンを
It basically chose not to engage with it at all.
一見悪手に見えるそれはカスパロフも含め世界中の誰一人思いつかなかった
Right, because of how many moves ahead he's thinking.
Yeah.
あれは人知を超えた未知のものを
Whoa, yeah.
瞬間
Ah. This is the setup for Y-Man being an AI.
Yes, I like it. Yeah.
何これ
メデューサの真空パック
風化すと使えなくなるって分かったからな少しでも長持ちさせる
ようあれってばケースの外から何メーターとか叫んで起動しちゃわねえの
この距離じゃリームよ
What?
何の音
ウェイ取り間開けた方がいいよ
Wait.
Oh no.
必勝石化装置が勝手に光って
An
Checkmate.
unknown known.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
始まったのか
Lie down immediately.
Yeah.
終わりじゃねえか
Oh my god.
この辺りかああ念のためもう2メートルほど下がっときゃば石化光線はなでかいほど速くなんだよ
But this one's going real slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crap.
Shit.
We just had two people just get crumbled.
Yep. Gotta be very careful with that. Okay, so they managed to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, some new cracks maybe.
あれ俺
Huh.
足りて
Okay, some
Some
things
of
were
them broken.
lost.
Something about how it was contained, maybe?
俺じゃねえぞいや確かに最後残ってケースの外から叫んでみようぜとかシャレで言ったけどよ
金庫内から物音ガラスが割れる音カチピカー
Oh. Jacob,
What?
I figured it out.
What?
It's because it was placed into a pure vacuum.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, but think about it.
It's
if
the
there's
same-
one of these in space,
That's a problem.
no, because it's a problem because if it ever gets exposed to the vacuum of space, because say someone entering like a space station forcibly,
Yep.
then it would freeze
Yeah.
anybody inside it.
Uh-huh. That's kind of what I was thinking too.
It's like a defense mechanism built in for the moon, like basically.
Right.
そうかな
And the fact that it's only a 20-meter range means that it is probably there very realistically could be people on the moon.
Or there were people on the moon.
突き止めなくてはな。オアイマンが今あの
Yeah, true. It's a sixth the size of the Earth. It's big. Like,
月の直径地球の4分の1以上あんだぞ。
Right. Because it's a sixth of the gravity, so sixth of the mass, but...
sixth of the mass, right. Thank you. Yeah.
再現のためにメデューサ実験
Right, but that's
That's
risky.
dangerous.
危険すぎるね。トリマー電池だけはギリギリまで抜いとかないと。
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
そういや、アメリカから運んでくる間、メデューサって触った？
いやだから俺何にもしてねえって。
分かってるかもだけど、一応可能性として。
Yeah.
事前にメデューサに3ヶ月後20メートルとか吹き込んどけば完全犯罪ぶちかませるじゃん。
Well, no, that's the part that's the potential thing with Y-Man, is that it's a program running on intervals of time.
Yeah.
メデューサを誰も
Ah.
Yep.
徹底的な監視
Okay.
鹿児島の鉱山で取れるセレン銀セレンを手に入れ
Selenium.
Okay.
Okay.
あと用意すんのは天然宝石箱スカルン交渉でゲットしたヒ素
Are you making a lethal trap for if someone goes to mess with it?
思ったより危ない
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh.
Got a TV camera. That's
Shit.
ridiculous.
監視カメラああ録画はできねえがな見張るには十分だ
Cool. So if something happens,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't get interfered with by the wave.
Right.
Hi, American folks. This
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my god.
is a game between Japan and USA.
What? What? Who are the players? I gotta see this. If we're getting
Yeah.
a baseball episode. Yes!
Fantastic.
Yoga? Oh
Uh-huh.
my god. Tsukasa. Oh!
Okay.
That's a proper corn-fed American right there.
Yeah.
While they're drinking their beer, yes.
Oh my god. Is that like a cooking show? Yes.
Wait! Magma,
Magma is a
the
rock star? Holy shit.
Wow.
Nice.
ああ流水
Yeah.
の遊びのためじゃねえぞテレビ
Right, we gotta
You
educate
gotta
him.
inform them.
そうでしょ？
アイマンが今月のどこにいんのか
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
勉強使おうが地球からじゃまともに
We gotta make a satellite and send it up to
No. No.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
月面の様子が調べられる
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
the... Yep. Yep.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Chrome, Suika, maybe you can after all.
この石だらけの新世界に人工衛星を打ち上げる
Cool. And that's the way
Of
that they
course.
can also test the rocket before they get into it.
I mean,
Because
they won't
it's
even
the-
need that big of a rocket. Like,
Sure, but, yeah, but just to be like, all right, we did a small rocket, you know.
Yep. All right, y'all. Yeah, we've
Okay.
officially entered like modern times now.
We got TV.
We got entertainment,
Yep.
TV, and we're broadcasting it across the world.
Incredible.
No big deal at all.
The idea that we get Magma as a rock star. God. That's
This is such a fun celebration of the characters all just being these goofy, unique
Yep.
little caricatures and stuff, and so we can throw them into
Yeah.
all these scenes.
throw them
and-
into entertainment.
yeah,
Great.
but also just not have like, we don't need a lot of connective tissue to all of it.
Exactly.
Like this show at this point is basically just a gigantic
Highlight reel of
highlight
awesome.
reel of fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
great. But also suddenly drama.
Uh-huh.
The device ends up activating on its own, seemingly,
Right.
probably due to a set of triggers and conditions that were
Yep.
met. And
I do love the idea,
only
though.
went out about 20 meters.
Right.
They were saying.
And I do love the idea, though, that it's the, hey, someone theoretically could have been like, 20 meters, 3 months, right? Like that is absolutely a possibility. But yeah, I think it's 100% that they put it in a vacuum sealed environment, and that's how Y-Man is, protecting against people going to the moon. And oh hey, if anybody does get up there, they immediately get petrified.
Oh, right. What I was thinking specifically is that if it's on the moon, the issue is that whatever kind of space station kind of place that they are on the moon,
Sure.
it's with advanced modern tech. So the kind of stuff that we would actually have nowadays.
Sure.
If we put something proper on the moon that was permanent.
Yep.
You're not then just going to the moon to just walk over and press a button.
No.
You're like...
Yeah.
You're dealing with something really dangerous, potentially.
Them being on the moon could almost be an arc in and of itself.
A what?
An arc in and of itself.
Okay.
In the show.
Sorry. Yeah. No, it absolutely would be, I would say, at least a multi-episode segment of time of them on the moon.
And so the idea of them being like, oh yeah, good point. We need to actually find Y-Man on the moon first, so we're going to build a satellite.
We're going to build a satellite. No, of course they are.
Yeah.
But also, they land on the moon, right? Mm-hmm. They know where Y-Man is. They're like, hey, there's something man-made construction kind of thing right there. Okay, we're going to go there. Cool, they go. They find a way into whatever the place is.
Yep.
The device automatically activates.
Right.
Because they basically...
went into vacuum.
Well, they depressurized it a little bit.
Now,
The moon has, no atmosphere. So it could be that the station itself will have some kind of automated atmosphere of some kind.
So there was something that I was actually thinking about with the whole idea of it being a vacuum that triggers it or whatever, right?
Sure.
You would have to actually have the place where Y-Man is be pressurized in order for the rest of the crew to be able to go in there and use the Medusa, unless they're keeping the Medusa literally inside their spacesuit, right?
No. So again,
because you have to speak to it. If it's voice activated, that can get real funky in space where sound doesn't travel.
Again, voice activated is the only way that they know how to interface with it.
Sure.
It'd be easy probably to basically put a specific one that is just this is another condition that triggers it, basically.
Oh, yeah, as far as, right, especially if you're talking about the person who made these devices in the first place.
Well again, because the device went off with no voice.
Right. Exactly.
So voice is not required in order to activate it.
Right.
If anything, that's just the way that they've always activated it. And
and they're keeping...
seemingly how Y-Man has always activated it.
Right, and so they're keeping the option available in their minds of theoretically it could have been voice activated a long time ago, but it's probably something else. We're just going to keep it secure where hopefully, no one will get petrified by it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But,
it wasn't enough. This was a real scare. Gen and Yo almost bit it.
Yep.
And they crumbled. Now, obviously, at this point in the story, crumbling as a petrified statue is no longer a real threat because we've handled that so many times.
And especially if it's
so it was very quickly hand waved away. Other than I was like, wait, is my hair always this short?
Right. Which I like because it's something where, hey, it's not the statue crumbling in general, because we could theoretically put that together if we have all the pieces. And thankfully, they're in a ship where it's we got metal floors and things. The pieces aren't just going to disappear, right? No. So just gather them up and make sure you put the right pieces on the right person. Yeah. But, it's if it crumbles and you're out in the dirt somewhere for 5 years, that's where things get funky.
Yeah, which I was pretty sure, I can go back to the scene, but I'm pretty sure... Yuzuriha is our only person that's actually good enough at this in order to do this properly. And Yuzuriha's in Corn City, so...
Yeah, I guess they had someone else do it, but...
Well, yeah, it's just... I guess Kohaku and others...
It's a very complicated Lego set, and at least they have the right pieces. I
guess the point is that it wasn't that bad of a break. They didn't shatter into 1,000 pieces like the stuff that Yuzuriha had to deal with back back in the day.
And
This
hence
is a-
we missed some of your hair, but we know that's not important. All your bodies are intact.
It would have been funny, though, to have that moment where Gen just kind of turns his head and there's like a tiny hole and there's just blood just leaking out of that. And they're like,
oh shit.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
We missed the spot.
I imagine they have Kosaki do like a triple check, when it's done, of like, as a craftsman, is this
True.
Is this person missing anything? Yep.
But yeah, that was a very real scare. I was not expecting something like that.
That's a very fun way to introduce drama right at the end, or conflict at the end, a nice scare. Because if that were to happen when you're on your moon mission, you're screwed.
Right.
Mission over.
Also, important point of foreshadowing here. Whenever a story like this that is trying to set up something, look at the scenes surrounding it, especially before it, to see if they're adding any kind of specific mental space they want the viewer to be in. And so we have this talk regarding AI and a chess game. The idea of, we made video games and stuff. And thus we then also probably have made the most rudimentary of, computational AI just to solve like chess games and stuff. But they go back to human history where there was a point where Kasparov tried to bait the AI into a trap.
Right.
The AI basically looked ahead, detected this is a trap, and did something that made Kasparov the best chess player of his era, potentially one of the best ever to ever exist. Like, you could debatably say right now that because of things we've learned, the current chess players are even better than Kasparov was back then. But Kasparov was on another level. And so to have this moment where he goes like, wait, what? But then he's playing against an AI.
Right.
So he uses his own incredible human intellect to look ahead and go, why would this move be made? The only reason why this move would be made is if it was a
good move,
genius level move from a computer. And then he looks ahead and goes, oh my God, wait. There's something here, but I probably can't even see it because looking that many moves ahead.
Right. And it's in a space that you're not expecting to, for there to be a possible move and all that stuff.
So the idea that Y-Man is utilizing 5D chess, basically.
Yeah.
A move that nobody could have predicted happens immediately after that in the next scene.
Yes.
In a way that feels like it's Y-Man's action, but it's set up in such a way that we can't specifically be certain as to how Y-Man did it.
Right.
There's a couple ways that make sense, but none of them are certain.
Right.
And that's fun because to me, I feel like that very definitively hints that Y-Man is an AI, is something that
I think
is
so too.
Trained by humans, obviously.
Yep.
But
maybe a bunch of predetermined, actions and things.
Right. Or maybe just even more complex triggers to then speak and even do certain things.
Well, and
based
most
on
of the stuff that we've been getting
missions.
has, we've gotten either generated voices or Morse code.
Right, and also kind of a crazy thing here. It kind of has Senku's voice.
Right, which...
So
at some point that's going to be
relevant.
Be explained.
But I think one of the things that we can immediately make a couple leaps about is that we are dealing with a character whose father was an astronaut. And then in terms of missions that would have been done within the story to take humans to the moon, what Byakuya went to was the space station, the International Space Station.
Yep.
That's no longer orbiting the Earth because, it's been thousands of years. That probably crashed into the water somewhere at some point.
Yep.
But there were astronauts that split off from the main group at some point after all this.
Yes, I don't think it's necessarily that. It could be because,
Well, it's I thought of, what if there's two things at play here? This is a crazy theory. we have something that petrified the whole Earth.
Yep.
That's the bad problem, right? Y-Man could be actually something good left behind by potentially even humans that went so far as actually making it to the moon in the thousands of years that...
Right. Yeah, all kinds of stuff could have happened in that time.
Because remember, we have villages that, like, were created and had time and everything.
Yeah.
There's a whole human story that went parallel or before Senku's story.
So, I'm going to bring up a question that I think the show will probably answer at some point.
Ah, sure.
And then also a potential explanation for a different question. So, Y-Man being on the moon, how did they get there, and why did none of the modern world notice, a rocket going to the moon?
What do you mean?
Well, because
What do you mean a rocket going to the moon?
Well, if Y-Man is on the moon, right? Even if you're talking about an AI that has some box up there or something like that, right? That's something that would have had to get there. And I imagine that there wouldn't be many moon missions in the modern day, and people would be able to tell, yeah, that's Russia launched a rocket to the moon for some reason or whatever, right? Like.
So hold on. I'm not trying to be pedantic, but I'm going to bring up this just to tackle this question here. Why does it need to be this, like, very public thing? The petrification device itself feels like the most secretive advanced technology ever.
Sure.
You just don't tell people about it. Like,
no, right, but I'm talking...
It wouldn't be hard to launch a rocket to the moon without
anybody knowing?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I beg to differ.
I think you lack imagination if you don't see a way in which that could be done secretly.
I feel like there would be, someone at some station or whatever where it's like they're just, hey, keeping an eye on, the universe and space and what's out there.
So here's the simpler
there's this
thing.
Weird rocket.
Work backwards.
Sure.
Senku doesn't know about anything specifically like this in so far that he's brought up.
Right.
It's not been relevant. So it went past Senku, the smartest character in this story who knows almost everything about the modern world. So either way, they did it. Or at the very least, what was done is that, hey, human beings have been going to the moon for a while now.
Sure.
During one of those missions, some things were sent up to basically have the components necessary to build a place that people could eventually have a permanent moon base. Senku is not brought up where Y-Man is because of he doesn't know that there's a modern moon base that's already there, most likely.
Right.
But again, that wouldn't be hard to just have NASA missions or... It doesn't feel like that's a large leap, basically.
No, right. Obviously, Y-Man got up there. It's not the question of whether or not something like that would be possible, but in doing so, was that something where they went up there after the petrification happened? They set up something that would unpetrify themselves, and then they go up afterwards, and it's like, all right, cool, I did my thing, I have everything ready, I'm go out of here and skedaddle up there, and that's going to be my place that I'll be? Or,
let's remind ourselves what we know. The original Big Blast came from South America.
Right.
Because of
and they found the location where it came from.
The mound of all of those things there. Which I have no fucking clue what they're going to do with that. But you're right. There is a small chance that someone went to the moon long after
because
things were done there. But that would require then to have someone in the stone world. That's why I bring up the astronauts specifically. They're the ones that would actually have the know-how and teach it.
Right.
But instead, we don't really get that focus. We get it more with Byakuya teaching the 100 stories so that human beings have certain basic education things.
And basically, while the Medusa itself as an invention is so far beyond anything the modern world was capable of, that saying that the person who made those would also be able to go to the moon, absolutely not a stretch. But it's something where there is a possibility that their identity might be someone that would be connected to, space travel in some realm, right?
Yeah.
Like something along those lines. But then the other the other thought that I had is that if we're dealing with an AI, then maybe the reason that it spoke with Senku's voice is because Senku was one of the people that was talking around the Medusa before any of Y-Man's actual verbal communications began.
Sure.
And so then it's just, all
Just
right.
mimicking his voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, totally. The voice doesn't really mean anything necessarily. My thought more just with this question is that if we have Y-Man as the final threat here, and it seems like a vacuum being introduced to the device in a a very direct, immediate sense, cause the device to react in a defensive, anti-personnel, small wave there.
Right.
Seems to me like it's hey, there's a device on a space-related space of some kind, a space-related location, and when it gets forcibly introduced to a vacuum,
It does
space, basically.
Yep.
Or someplace with no atmosphere, it just then goes, nope, brah, you know?
You are potentially getting too close to me and being able to do something. Stop that. Go
Stop
away.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
We'll have to figure that
That's
out.
another just fun mystery to figure out. Oh my God. But
we got TV shows.
we got baseball. Of course, we have to have a baseball episode in our anime. Our anime has gone on long enough to where we get ourselves a goddamn just baseball
And I think
scene.
this
Yes,
might
of
be the
course.
first time where I see a baseball scene in an anime where we see the unnamed characters beating our protagonists.
Yes.
Even if it's not in the whole game, just like at a small slice of it, and then we don't see the protagonists then do some crazy bullshit to then like come back around and win, or something like that.
we're in full highlight reel territory.
Yep. We got
It's now
cooking
just
shows and knitting shows and
and satellites being made. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon to get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.